Most people over 60 do not think of dinner as a sleep habit. They think of it as the end of the day, a warm plate, a little fruit, maybe one more snack before bed. But for many older adults, the hours after dinner are when sleep quality and morning blood sugar quietly begin to move. This does not mean dinner is dangerous. It means the timing, size, and composition of dinner can send your body one of two messages: settle down or keep working. Here is the simple loop we will use in this episode. Dinner sets the load. Digestion creates heat and movement. The body clock decides whether that load arrived at a helpful time or at biological night. Sleep either deepens or fragments. Then, in the morning, a glucose meter may show a number that seems surprising. Many people blame breakfast, stress, or age alone. Sometimes the clue was sitting on the dinner plate 8 or 9 hours earlier. After 60, evening routines often become less predictable. Some people eat later because medications, caregiving, pain, naps, social schedules, or a smaller appetite push meals around. Others eat a very light dinner, feel hungry at 10 o'clock, and then snack close to bed. Research on older adults suggests that meal timing often shifts with age and health status. That does not prove late dinner causes every problem, but it tells us that timing is part of the health picture, not just a lifestyle detail. Your body is not equally ready for food at every hour. During the day, muscles, liver, pancreas, gut, and brain are more aligned with eating and movement. Late at night, the body is trying to cool down, repair tissue, release sleep hormones, and prepare for fasting. When a heavy meal lands late, the digestive system may be active while the rest of the body is trying to power down. That mismatch can show up as reflux, warmth, restlessness, bathroom trips, or a lighter night of sleep. For people who track glucose, dinner timing can be especially confusing. A carbohydrate-heavy late meal or snack may still be influencing the body during the early morning hours. At the same time, normal dawn hormones can raise glucose as the body prepares to wake. This is why a morning number is not a moral grade. It is a clue. It asks, what happened last night with timing, food type, stress, medication, sleep, and movement? This video is education, not personal medical advice. If you use insulin, sulfonylureas, or any medication that can cause low blood sugar, do not simply skip a bedtime snack or move meals without checking with your clinician. Some people need a planned snack for safety. The goal is not to copy a rule from the internet. The goal is to understand the pattern and then discuss the safest version with a qualified professional. The first common mistake is saving most calories for the end of the day. Breakfast is small, lunch is rushed, and dinner becomes the biggest meal. The plate may be reasonable by itself, but at 8:30 at night it becomes a large workload. A better pattern for many people is not starvation at night. It is a more balanced day, so dinner can be satisfying without being the heaviest event of the evening. The second mistake is the sweet late snack. A bowl of cereal, cookies, sweet fruit, sweet tea, or dessert may feel harmless because the portion looks small. But close to bed, fast carbohydrates may be enough to push glucose higher while sleep is beginning. A lower sugar snack, if a snack is medically appropriate, may be easier on the night. A small protein option, a fiber-rich bite, or something your clinician has already approved. The third mistake is treating reflux, sleep, and glucose as three separate problems. They often overlap. A late heavy meal can increase stomach pressure. Lying down can make reflux worse. Reflux can wake the brain. Broken sleep can affect glucose regulation the next morning. The same evening change, such as finishing dinner earlier and walking gently for 10 minutes, may help several parts of the loop at once. A practical starting point is the 3-hour window. Many people do better when the main dinner is finished roughly 3 hours before bed. This is not a magic law. It is a testable starting point. If bedtime is 10:30, dinner finishing around 7:30 gives the body more time to digest before sleep. If your schedule makes that impossible, the next best step may be making the late dinner lighter and moving the heavier foods earlier in the day. The plate matters as much as the clock. A late plate built around refined starch, heavy fat, and dessert asks the body to do a lot. A steadier plate uses non-starchy vegetables, adequate protein, a controlled portion of slow carbohydrate, and less fried or very rich food. For older adults, protein is important. The goal is not to remove dinner. The goal is to make dinner calmer, steadier, and easier to sleep on. One of the simplest tools after dinner is a gentle walk. Not a workout, not a punishment, not a race. 10 minutes of easy walking, or light standing household movement if walking is difficult, can help the body handle the meal and reduce the feeling of heaviness. For fall risk, pain, or balance concerns, this should be adapted safely. A hallway walk, a seated routine, or guidance from a clinician or a therapist. 2 evening habits can hide inside the dinner routine: caffeine and alcohol. Tea, coffee, cola, and chocolate can keep the nervous system alert longer than expected, especially in sensitive sleepers. Alcohol may feel like it helps sleep begin, but it can fragment sleep later in the night. If the goal is better sleep and steadier mornings, dinner timing should be considered together with what is in the cup. Medication timing matters. Some people are told to take medicines with food. Some are told to avoid certain foods. Some need evening medication adjustments that only a clinician should make. That is why this episode focuses on observation and conversation. A food diary, sleep note, medication time, and morning glucose reading can give your healthcare team a clearer picture than a single number by itself. Here is a simple 3-night experiment to discuss with your clinician if you have diabetes or complex medical needs. Night 1. Keep the usual dinner and write down the time, main foods, bedtime, sleep quality, and morning reading. Night 2. Finish dinner at least 1 hour earlier, without changing everything else. Night 3. Keep the earlier time and make the late plate lighter, with more vegetables and protein and a smaller refined carbohydrate portion. You are not chasing perfection. You are looking for a pattern. What if you are truly hungry at bedtime? First, check whether dinner was too small, too early, or missing protein. Second, drink water and wait a few minutes. Thirst can feel like hunger. Third, if a snack is appropriate for you, choose a small, planned option instead of grazing from the kitchen. The difference between a planned snack and a wandering snack is important. One is a tool. The other can become a nightly loop. Some warning signs need professional help: repeated low blood sugar at night, very high morning readings, unexplained weight loss, chest pain, severe reflux, trouble swallowing, frequent falls, or new confusion. Do not solve these with internet meal timing tricks. Use the routine notes as evidence and bring them to a qualified clinician. A safer plan may involve medication review, sleep evaluation, reflux treatment, or nutrition counseling. So the question is not, is late dinner bad? The better question is, what is my dinner telling my body between bedtime and dawn? After 60, small evening changes can be surprisingly powerful. Finish the main meal a little earlier, make the late plate lighter, add gentle movement. Watch caffeine and alcohol, and use morning readings as clues rather than judgments. Dinner is not just the end of the day. It is the beginning of the night your body has to recover from.